Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Binta, and if you're new here, make sure you like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you're an old subscriber, then welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in today's video. Look who's behind me. Anyways, so today I am going to be making some sorrel juice, aka Zobo or Wonjo. So different people call it different names, and we call it Wonjo, but it is called in English hibiscus flower drink. Okay, so I'm gonna be showing you guys how I make mine. Even though different people make it differently, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I make mine. Okay, so let's get into the video. Alright guys, so these are all the ingredients that we are going to be using for the sorrel drink, and of course we have the main ingredient, which is the hibiscus flower, and that is the sorrel itself. It is dry and it comes in a pack. You can find this at any African store. So I also have some blackberries here, some strawberries and some blueberries. You can use any kind of fruit that you want. The red juicy fruits are the best, so you can get any one that you want. I have some sugar and some mint for flavoring. So I have the dry mint, but if you have the wet fresh one, that's the best, but I don't have that one. I have the dry one, and that is what I'm going to be using. I also have some mixed fruit flavoring, and I'm gonna use that as well. So basically that is it for all the ingredients we're going to be needing for this drink. Okay, so now I am going to put some water in my pot, and you want to use like a good amount size pot. That way your pot is not too small. And I'm just going to pour water in my pot and add my hibiscus flower into the water. I'm also going to add my mint leaf into it, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the stove top and to start boiling it. Okay, while that is boiling, I am going to be blending my fruits, and those are the blueberries, blackberries and strawberries. Alright guys, so now as you guys can see, my water is already boiling, and I'm just gonna add my sugar now. You can wait until the drink is ready and you can add your sugar, but I like to add it while my drink is still hot and boiling. That way the sugar can melt quickly in there. So that's what I just did, and I'm just gonna go ahead and stir. Alright, now I am straining the juice because I want to throw all the flour that is in there, because we need only the drink. Okay, so make sure you strain it, and you can go ahead and use the flour again, but it's not going to be as tasty and rich as the first strain, so I don't use mine a second time. But you can do that because the flour is still red and juicy, so it can be used second time again. So at this point I already strained it, and as you guys can see, it is so red and it looks so good. Alright guys, so now I am going to pour my drink back into my pot, because using a big size container is recommended for this, because we're going to be adding some more stuff and doing a lot of stirring as well. Now I am adding my fruits to the drink, and just want to add all that to the drink and just mix it, stir it again. And this gives the drink a very kind of like a thick consistency and some flavors as well, because blueberries and blackberries and strawberries has its own flavor, so this makes it like have another kind of flavor as well. Now I'm gonna add my mixed fruit flavoring, and this also gives it that very nice mixed fruity smell and flavor. And as you guys can see, this looks pretty thick already, pretty red as well. It looks so good. It is not, I don't have too much water in this at all. This is the thickest like you can get, I'm telling you. So now I am going to take another strainer, and this is a different strainer. As you guys can see, it is with the small holes, and you want to use that way you can get every single particles that might be left in the liquid. And you don't have to do this if you do enough straining the first time before adding your fruit, because some people like to eat all the fruit particles that's in there, but I just like to strain everything. And doing this method with the small hole strainer also helps in taking all the sand or whatever might be there, because this flour gets dried under the sun and the air might be blowing a lot of stuffs to it that you don't want to eat or drink. Okay, like look at that, that is thick enough for me. Okay guys, so now at this point all I'm gonna do is just pour them in some medium glass bottles. I like to do that because it's easier. If you want to just go ahead and grab it from the fridge and just enjoy it with your meal. So this is the easy method, but if you are going to have some visitors and you want to use some cute glass cups, you can also just put your hibiscus juice in a glass jar if you want, and just pour it in a cup with some straw and enjoy it with any meal that you want. And basically that is it for this hibiscus drink juice recipe of mine. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys, and have a nice day.